Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, September 5, 2022. 20 housing units are being built for residents in Denham Town under the government's new social housing program, NSHP. Prime Minister Andrew Holness broke ground on Friday for the $71 million Victoria Palms development, which will be distributed under a new component of the program.
There will be certain undertakings that the persons who will benefit from these homes will have to sign on to, because these houses will not be entitled to them. They will be able to live in them under a lease, but these leases will have conditions of use.
The multi-story housing scheme is being funded by the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation and the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Mr. Holness says measures have been put in place to prevent the facility from turning into a slum.
Because it is going to be almost like a housing scheme, the persons who are going to benefit from it will have common areas to maintain. And so they will be required to pay a very small maintenance fee. And since we are partnering with the Ministry of Local Government through the Poor Relief Program, there will be some kind of management and oversight of the facility.
12 units are slated for completion within a 9-month period, while the entire development is scheduled to be completed in 2023. Mr. Holness says more units like these will be constructed in other sections of the island. As students return to classes for the start of the 2022 academic year today, the Minister of Education is reporting that 6 schools will receive CCTV cameras to help ensure the safety and security of students, teachers, and other staff. Minister Favour Williams says the CCTV cameras are being installed at a cost of $15 million. She adds that all safety steps implemented during the previous school year will be maintained this year. These include metal detectors and random searches for objects that could cause harm to others. The Education Minister adds that there will be continued support from a team of psychologists to help with the behavioral management of students who may have difficulties adjusting to the return of the face-to-face environment.
We've increased the number of guidance counselors by 98 to 1,016. We continue to implore our principals, our teachers, and administrators to heighten their awareness and increase their vigilance.
Queen's Counsel Carolyn Reid Cameron has been sworn in as the island's new public defender. Mrs. Reid Cameron, who was sworn in by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen last Thursday, succeeds Attorney-at-Law Arlene Harrison Henry, who retired in April. The Governor General says Mrs. Reid Cameron's appointment speaks to her exemplary service over 3 decades of practice and her dedication to the field.
We are entrusting to you, Mrs. Reid Cameron, the rights, privileges, and responsibility to carry out your function without fear or favor. You will listen and investigate allegations or complaints concerning breaches of our laws and Constitution by any person, ministry, department, or statutory body.
The new public defender has committed to creating systems that will clear the backlog of cases, securing a new location for the office to facilitate access for the physically challenged, and providing quality services in compliance with the Data Protection Act.
The Office of the Public Defender, therefore, has an onerous task: to shine the spotlight on inefficient systems and make recommendations for change, and to ensure that the justice of every situation that it is confronted with is met, while preserving the constitutional rights of our citizens.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness says it is not recommending monkeypox vaccination for the general population at this time, even as it prepares to receive its first shipment of vaccines this month. In a press release on the weekend, the ministry said the initial tranches of vaccines would be administered on a priority basis to healthcare workers involved in direct care of monkeypox patients and without the appropriate PPE, as well as adult household contacts and sexual partners of a confirmed case. On Friday, the ministry confirmed 2 additional locally transmitted cases, bringing the country's monkeypox case total to 7. The two latest cases are males from Kingston and St. Andrew, both of whom are reported to be in stable condition, with one isolated at home and the other in hospital. The health department has commenced contact tracing associated with both cases. Members of the public who experience the warning signs for monkeypox infection must immediately isolate and call ahead to their health care center or doctor before visiting. Symptoms are usually mild to moderate and include fever, intense headache, swelling of the lymph nodes, back pain, muscle ache, and/or rash on the skin. Person-to-person spread may occur through direct contact with monkeypox skin lesions or scabs. This could happen through sexual or close personal contact, as well as contact with contaminated personal items such as clothing, bed linen, or towels used by an infected person, and respiratory droplets by way of coughing or sneezing of an individual with a monkeypox rash. Jamaica and the South American nation of Paraguay are set to sign a Memorandum of Understanding MOU aimed at building regional tourism and boosting growth in the hospitality industries of both countries. The announcement was made as Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett held bilateral talks with Paraguay's Minister of Tourism, Her Excellency Sofia Montiel de Afara, at the Montego Bay Convention Center. He says tourism offers an opportunity for deepening the relationship between Jamaica and Paraguay, adding that the partnership will inure to the economic development of not just the Americas, but more specifically individual countries. There are several areas under consideration for the MOU, including building the capacity of small and medium tourism enterprises for them to better manage and be able to contribute to the economic value chain and enrich their own experience. Other areas for attention include air connectivity and multi-destination tourism to enable a larger flow of visitors from far-flung destinations. The Jamaican and Paraguay tourism ministers also discussed collaboration in the training and development of human capital. In this regard, the Jamaica Center of Tourism Innovation will play a role in enabling training and certification of a number of key workers. Paraguay's Minister of Tourism says her country is keen on having Minister Bartlett chair a working group to fine-tune the MOU, which it is hoped will be signed when he takes up an invitation to visit the South American country. And finally, Jamaica secured several major accolades at this year's staging of the World Travel Awards, Caribbean and the Americas Gala, held at Sandals, Montego Bay last week. Among the many awards, Jamaica was named the Caribbean's leading destination 2022 for the 16th straight year. The island also copped the award for Caribbean's leading cruise destination 2022, Caribbean's leading tourist board 2022 for the 14th year in a row, and the Caribbean's leading nature destination 2022. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says the accolades are proof of the resilience of Jamaica's tourism sector and its committed stakeholders.
And I want to use the opportunity tonight to give special Jamaican phrase big up to the members and family of the Jamaica Tourism Association and the teams that have worked so hard to put us in a position where today we can say that we are outpacing our performance in revenue in tourism and just a trifle behind in terms of arrivals.
Several Jamaican-based tourism entities also received awards at the event. Dolphin Cove has been named the Caribbean's leading adventure tourist attraction. Sangster International Airport is the Caribbean's leading airport, the Port of Falmouth is the Caribbean's leading cruise port, and the Montego Bay Convention Center is the Caribbean's leading meetings and conference center. Sandals South Coast, Half Moon, and Margaritaville are among the accommodations that also secured awards, with several attractions also recognized. In total, Jamaica and its tourism entities received 26 awards. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.